Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about 10 Swedish foods I missed whilst living in America. I lived in Redding, California for 3 years and I took a 2-year break when I went back home before the final year. So I had enough time to figure out what foods I really had to bring with me, as well as what foods are actually possible to find in America. So without further ado, let me start. First, I want to talk to you about 2 Swedish products that you cannot find any replacements for in America, unfortunately. First off, I want to share the one product I definitely missed the most. Falukorv, or Swedish sausage. It's a very mild pink sausage that you can actually eat straight from the bag. You don't have to do anything with it, but normally you pan fry it. Having been brought up on this food, it was very difficult for me to find anything to eat in America, meat-wise, so I ended up mostly eating chicken, which you cannot eat raw compared to Swedish sausage. You can just slice a piece and eat it, and you get enough energy to cook the rest of the meal. So I definitely missed Swedish sausage. It's like my go-to meal. Like Americans eat mac and cheese. I eat falukorv och makaroner, which is Swedish sausage with macaroni. So, yeah. So the next product I want to talk to you about is palt. It looks like this. It is potatoes and flour mixed together with some pork meat inside. It's super tasty if you boil it and you put really salty butter melting all over them. Next, I want to share with you a couple of products that they do have in America, but it's in a different form or a different concentration than we have it in Sweden. So first off is vaniljsocker. It's vanilla sugar, and in America you use vanilla extract instead, so it's a liquid rather than a powder. I don't know the ratio between them, so if you like baking Swedish cookies, you might want to bring your own little can of vanilla sugar, or figure out how much you should put instead of vanilla extract. Also, if you, like me, don't know anything about vanilla extract, I have done some research on the topic and realized that it is basically a vanilla bean that has bathed in vodka or some other liquor and eventually becomes vanilla extract. So don't be surprised if it has an alcohol limit on it. That's normal. Next, I want to talk to you about yeast, or yeast. In Sweden we use fresh yeast, which looks like this. Whereas in America they have dry yeast. However, the dry yeast is in bags, and it takes 2 bags of American dry yeast to bake the same amount as it takes 1 or even a half of Swedish dry yeast. So I tried it once and it was just really bad and did not work. So since then I've always brought my own yeast. I don't really bake a lot with it, but sometimes I'm just craving a pizza and I just want to make the pizza dough myself. Bring your own Swedish dry yeast. It looks something like this. It's like a bag. I have a loose one. Next, I want to talk to you about chocolate pudding. In Sweden, it looks like this. And it's a powder that you mix with milk. And you leave it in the fridge for 20 minutes and then it's ready to eat. And it tastes delicious. Obviously, they do have chocolate pudding in America, which all of us know from American TV, right? However, they come in little cups. The American chocolate pudding in a cup is a lot better than the Swedish chocolate pudding in a cup, but if you want really, really tasty chocolate pudding, you buy the Swedish one and you mix it yourself, and it's heavenly. Next, I want to share with you another product that I didn't really miss until the last year of living in America, and it's O'boy. My roommates from New Zealand had her family send her chocolate milk. It made me really miss the Swedish version, which is O'boy, which is chocolate milk. You just mix it with whole milk and it just like mixes super well and it just tastes amazing, and I really missed it. It's like milk chocolate milk, compared to Americans that usually have a lot higher concentration of cocoa in their chocolate milk. Next, let's just get straight to the most amazing thing in the world. Ta-da! Swedish chocolate. Marabou mjölkchoklad. It's milk chocolate, it melts in your mouth, it's the best in the world. I know other Europeans will disagree with me, but I'm Swedish, so I'm allowed to say that mine is the best. One thing's for sure we can all agree on, Hershey's chocolate is not even on the same scale as ours, as European chocolate. So I have always brought this with me in different amounts. First year I didn't bring enough, second year I think I brought just enough, and then the third year I brought almost 2 kilos, which was perfect to last me the whole year. I was able to use some of the chocolate that I brought to give as birthday presents instead. People really enjoyed getting Swedish chocolate for birthdays. I also got to go to IKEA for the first time during my third year of living in America, where I discovered that IKEA has started selling Marabou chocolate. Wow, yes, good job IKEA! It looks like this. I want to talk to you about marzipan, or mandelmassa. Marzipan is almost the same thing, except one has a little bit more flour in it, I think. And mandelmassa has just 50% sugar and 50% almonds. We have it to cover cakes and make little figures for Easter and for Christmas. It tastes a lot better than sugar paste, almond paste in America. I'm like, you guys love almonds. Why don't you have almond paste? Third year when I went to IKEA, I did discover that IKEA also sells marzipan. So I was very happy, but when I got there I realized money, because when I bought it and they told me that all the Swedes would come there and just buy it all up. So I, also a Swede, unfortunately came too late. And they do have marzipan pigs at World Market, which is a store that actually is located in Reading, and it carries foods from and things from all over the world, including foods. So I will leave a link down below to World Market if you want to check out what kind of foods they have. If you're, do they have the foods that I like? Well, you can find out on their website. They do. Next, I want to talk to you about Kalles Caviar. It's caviar that all Swedes will know and most Swedes will like. In Sweden, we usually put it on boiled eggs, whereas in America you just put salt on them. I'm like, why? So, because caviar is salty, but it's slightly milder than straight up salt, and it doesn't want it to boil an egg. That's when I missed caviar the most. However, again, IKEA to the rescue! So they do sell caviar at IKEA as well. So a lot of my Swedish friends were very happy and they would always go there to make sure to have some caviar with them. The final product I want to talk to you about is hushållsost, or Swedish cheese. It's a hard cheese that's both mild and creamy and has flavor somehow whilst being mild. I don't know, but it's amazing. Yes. This one is the size of my head. And it takes me only about between 1 and 2 months to eat by myself. I love cheese. And you don't cut this cheese because that gives it a very ruggedy look. You slice it with a cheese slicer. So IKEA actually carries Swedish cheese. So when I went there for Christmas, I ended up buying some cheese as a treat, and it was already sliced and it came in like a little container thing. So it wasn't very much and it was kind of expensive, but as a treat for Christmas, specifically Swedish cheese, just it was amazing. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will leave links in the description for both World Market and IKEA where you can find Swedish food. Please comment down below if you have any comments or thoughts or foods that you missed while living in America. and maybe where to find some Swedish food in America. I would be very interested to know. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!